Last race was for 3,000.
Good luck, baby.
So it all comes down to me and JJ. The winner of this race wins the whole deal.
JJ DeBoss was once the loud and proud heart of Street Outlaws. But after the show's shakeup, things changed fast. Where did he go? What truly happened behind the scenes? Join us as we uncover whatever happened to JJ DeBoss after Street Outlaws. The double life of JJ DeBoss. JJ DeBoss is a popular figure in the street racing scene, known for his boldness, confidence, and passion for making big bets. He has earned a reputation as one of the fastest and most daring racers around. In his garage, he keeps a collection of powerful cars such as Zip Tie, Old Heavy, Hummingbird, the Malibu, and Here, each with its unique story and built with JJ's raw love for racing. JJ is more than just a racer. He is a family man who cares deeply. He is married to Trisha Day, who is also a talented racer, and they have a close relationship both on and off the track. Trisha, who is affectionately known as Midget, is not only JJ's life partner, but also a skilled racer whom he trusts. JJ takes pride in her abilities and often bets on her races, believing she can outshine any male competitor. Trisha has proven him right numerous times, making his bets worthwhile. JJ has not always had a glamorous or fast-paced life. Before he became famous and successful, he faced difficult times. He was imprisoned for over 8 years for trafficking large amounts of illegal substances. This was a dark period in his life. In 2013, he was arrested again for illegal street racing and spent 2 more years in jail. Then, in 2015, he was arrested for possessing marijuana. These experiences were tough, but played a crucial role in molding him into the person he is today. JJ discusses his time in prison as a learning experience. He learned about the importance of life, freedom, and relationships. Upon being released, JJ did not hesitate to return to his passion for cars. He started purchasing old, damaged cars, fixing them, and selling them. Through dedication and hard work, he eventually had enough money to pursue racing, his true passion. Despite his growth, JJ is still haunted by his past actions. Some of the things he did after getting out of prison have led people to doubt whether he has truly changed. These include risky stunts, legal battles, and accusations of cheating in races. One incident with Randy almost ended in tragedy due to a dangerous stunt. Another legal case involved a violent confrontation with Racer Larkin. Most recently, racer Kai Kelly accused JJ of playing unfairly. People are questioning whether JJ has truly changed his ways or if he is still the same adventurous and reckless man, but now with cameras following him. JJ's life always seems to involve a balance of excitement and danger. Despite the flashy cars and public victories, few truly understand the chaos hidden behind the racing world. The chaos behind JJ DeBoss and his racing world. Street racing is an exhilarating and fast-paced world that is filled with excitement. However, beyond the flashy cars and noisy engines lies a hidden, darker, and more perilous side that often goes unnoticed by many. At the heart of this chaotic world is JJ DeBoss, a renowned figure not only for his exceptional driving abilities, but also for the trouble that always seems to accompany him. From intense rivalries to legal battles, JJ's experience on Street Outlaws has been more than just about winning races. It has been about navigating through the conflicts and challenges he consistently attracts. In 2017, a shocking incident occurred in JJ's career. He invited Missouri racer Chad Larkin to appear on Street Outlaws, but it turned into a real nightmare. Chad and his wife Jenny later filed a lawsuit, claiming the race was set up to create chaos for the cameras. The race participants were allegedly encouraged by JJ and the producers to do whatever it takes to disrupt their Memphis opponents, including trash-talking, starting fights, and causing drama on purpose. Things quickly spiraled out of control. At the event, a racer from Memphis cheated by starting too early and got disqualified. This angered JJ, and it's said that things turned violent. Chad Larkin said that JJ got upset when he suggested racers from out of town team up for good luck. According to the legal case, JJ and his crew, known as Bounty Hunter and Mustang Mike, attacked Chad suddenly. They allegedly punched him, knocked him down, and beat him severely. Chad later said he feared for his life. He suffered serious injuries, including damage to his face, knee, back, head, and eye. Jenny Larkin, who is Chad's wife, attempted to assist him, but it did not put an end to the violence. A woman from JJ's team allegedly grabbed Jenny by the hair and dragged her to the ground, causing her injury and distress. The most troubling part is that the producers of the show did not intervene to stop the altercation. Instead, they continued filming the incident. A cameraman even took close-up shots of Chad's face covered in blood, while a producer supposedly instructed emergency workers to keep away from the set. Even though the footage was later edited, some of it was broadcasted on the show, turning real suffering into entertainment. JJ was taken into custody 1 month following the event and accused of committing aggravated harm. He was eventually let go after posting a bond of $30,000. Chad initiated legal action to seek $5 million in compensation, while Jenny requested $500,000. Chad's portion of the dispute was resolved through arbitration, while Jenny's case proceeded to court, indicating that her allegations were treated with seriousness by the judicial system. The entire ordeal highlighted a disturbing aspect of reality television, the lengths to which certain producers may go to boost viewer ratings, even if it results in harm to individuals. However, this was not the only instance when JJ was accused of serious wrongdoing. During the final race of Fastest in America, JJ's team from Memphis competed against Kai Kelly's strong NOLA crew. Fans were anticipating an exciting and fair competition, but instead, they were met with controversy. Kai Kelly, a respected figure in the racing community, accused JJ of cheating. He alleged that JJ altered the rules last minute, provided his team with special privileges to test the track, and made biased decisions that favored Memphis. JJ, who was both the team leader and race flagger, created a situation where the fairness of the race was called into question. Kai stated he would not compete in a race where the leader makes the rules and controls the outcome. He thought the race was rigged, and a lot of fans shared his opinion. People were particularly angry when the show did not show the end of Kai's race against JJ. The lack of footage made fans suspicious. Adding to the controversy, Kai disclosed that JJ returned with new tires the next day for a rematch, which appeared to be unfair to many people. Besides the big arguments, JJ is famous for being outspoken and getting into conflicts. He frequently trash talks using rude language and personal attacks against other racers. He goes beyond friendly competition and gets into serious fights. This behavior has not gone unnoticed. Other racers, like Ryan Martin, have expressed frustration over dealing with JJ. They have mentioned that he doesn't just argue, he tries to destroy people's reputations. For instance, JJ once accused Ryan Martin of hiring people to construct his cars, which was considered a major disrespect. Ryan had to prove that he personally works on his vehicles to defend himself. These arguments on the show are not just for entertainment, they appear authentic and have a lasting effect. JJ has been in more on-screen fights than any other racer on the show. Some believe this behavior stems from his time in prison, where he may have adapted to use aggression to protect himself. This mentality can be risky in a sport that should prioritize skill over aggression. JJ's presence on the scene has caused fights not only between individuals, but also between entire teams. The show has depicted intense brawls between JJ's group from Memphis and teams from Illinois and Detroit. These confrontations display more than just racing. They reveal complete chaos and a lack of respect. It appears that wherever JJ goes, trouble is sure to come along. However, one aspect of JJ's career that has shocked fans is the accident that nearly cost him his life. The true cost of JJ DeBoss's street racing world. Street racing is known for being thrilling, fast-paced, and risky. Fans get excited by the sound of engines and tires squealing. But for JJ DeBoss and his family, the excitement comes with a cost. They have experienced accidents that led to physical injuries and traumatic memories. Despite being seasoned racers, they have been shaken by the severity of some crashes. These incidents have revealed the true dangers of the sport, where life-altering events can occur in an instant. The story starts at an event called JJ's Arm Drop No Prep at the Beaumont Drag Strip. This event was supposed to be a fun competition for racers from different places. However, for JJ's daughter, Willow Wee Wee Day, it became a scary experience. Wee Wee is known in the Street Outlaws community as a talented racer who is brave and confident. On that particular day, she lined up her car for the race as usual. Her car took off quickly, speeding towards the finish line like a rocket. Unfortunately, something went truly bad towards the end. Out of nowhere, her car lost control and began flipping and crashing violently. It was a horrific accident that nobody would want to see. The onlookers were stunned, and the car was severely damaged. A hush fell over the crowd, followed by screams. Emergency responders hurried to the scene, while JJ, shocked and frightened, watched in disbelief. Wee Wee had to be flown to a hospital for treatment. Loved ones and fans waited anxiously for hours, fearing for her life. Luckily, after a lengthy and painful recovery process, Wee Wee's condition stabilized. The accident served as a grim reminder of the extreme dangers of this sport, even for those who have grown up around it. Wee Wee's accident wasn't the only sad event the Day family experienced while racing. A few months before, JJ and his wife Tricia were in a frightening crash while filming Street Outlaws, America's List in Leva, Texas. They were not just competing against other racers, but also against each other. JJ was driving his reliable Hummingbird, while Tricia was driving Zip Tie. While they were racing down the road in their Novas, a tragic accident occurred. The cars collided at high speed, causing Tricia's car to spin out of control and crash into a parked production van, leaving it completely wrecked. The accident was severe, resulting in Tricia sustaining serious hip injuries that required immediate medical attention. JJ also suffered burns on his face and hands after his car caught fire. Even though they were both in a lot of pain, JJ remained positive while recovering in the hospital. Tricia also showed strength by smiling despite the fear she felt. Even though they recovered from their injuries eventually, the accident had a lasting impact on their racing career. It proved that even when competing with family, the racetrack can be unforgiving. The frequent life-threatening situations showcased something significant not only about the sport itself, but also about JJ DeBoss's racing methods. His approach is bold, adventurous, and dangerous. He is famous for a move known as off-witch ahead, in which he attempts to start racing before the official signal, aiming to gain an early advantage. While some view it as smart, others consider it reckless. JJ's eagerness to exceed limits in a sport known for its risks adds an extra level of unpredictability. He thrives on living dangerously, occasionally leading to accidents involving himself and others. In November 2023, there was a dangerous incident at Darlington Dragway. A man named Randy did something very risky during JJ's arm drop event. He was lying on the wooden bed of JJ's truck, Old Heavy, as it raced at high speed down the track. He wasn't wearing any safety equipment or gear, as he held on tight while the truck raced down the track. There was no harness or protection, just the thrill of the speed and the dangerous stunt. Spectators were shocked by what they were seeing, and the video of the incident went viral on social media, leading to criticism and anger. The World Drag Racing Association, WDRA, acted quickly in response. They labeled the stunt as a serious safety infraction and withdrew their approval for any future events at Darlington Dragway. Following this, Darlington Dragway also issued a strong statement. They stated unequivocally that J.J. DeBoss would not be permitted to host any more events at their venue. The primary reason for this decision was prioritizing safety, as the incident was deemed too risky to overlook. This was more than just a punishment, it was a strong message. J.J.'s behavior had crossed a line, and now he was facing real consequences. His reckless actions did not just impact him and his team, they resulted in the loss of a whole racing venue. All these events, Wee Wee's accident, J.J. and Trisha's almost fatal crash, and the old heavy stunt, show that a man lives and races according to his rules. J.J.'s upbringing in a small Arkansas town with few resources influenced his attitude. He had to work hard and be resourceful from a young age. J.J. learned to make things work, even when he did not have enough money or parts. This involved taking risks, finding shortcuts, and being clever. These strategies helped him survive in the world of street racing and achieve success. Survival and safety are not the same thing. What used to be effective when J.J. was young may not work in today's world of televised races, major sponsors, and public scrutiny. The racing industry is changing, but J.J. still has the same old-fashioned work ethic. Despite all the fame J.J. has earned, there's always a price to pay. But how long can he keep this up? The cost of chaos. J.J. DeBoss is a well-known figure in the street racing scene. He is not just a racer, but a symbol of the rebellious spirit. However, his road to success is not as glamorous as it seems, as it is also marked by accidents, legal troubles, and betrayal. J.J.'s career is based on taking risks. He constantly tests boundaries, goes against the rules, and welcomes danger. While this makes for exciting television, in reality, it has resulted in tragic consequences. Both his daughter Wee Wee and his wife Trisha were severely injured in frightening accidents. These incidents were not random occurrences, but rather happened in a world that J.J. had a hand in creating. In this world, danger is not just a possibility, but a certainty. J.J.'s reckless approach to life brings about risks, and unfortunately, those dearest to him have suffered the consequences. The Randy incident caused a man to be banned from organizing races at Darlington Dragway after he rode on the back of Old Heavy, one of J.J.'s cars, during an event. This led to the World Drag Racing Association withdrawing its support as well. This behavior not only reflected poorly on Randy, but also hurt the sport of racing as a whole, demonstrating the broader impact of J.J.'s actions on the entire racing community. The situation became more severe with the legal case involving the Larkin family. A physical altercation, supposedly instigated by TV producers, resulted in serious legal actions. Jenny Larkin, one of the people involved, had her allegations validated to proceed with legal proceedings. This is not just a show, it involves actual harm, physical injuries, and holding people accountable. It demonstrates how the pursuit of fame and entertainment can lead to risky situations. And we cannot ignore the conflict with other racer Kai Kelly. In the finale of Fastest in America, Kelly accused J.J. of cheating in front of everyone by altering race regulations and road conditions. His frustration wasn't just directed at J.J. personally, but it highlighted the extent of the damaged trust. When elite racers decide not to race against someone, it's not just about competition, but about losing trust in fairness. J.J.'s manner of speaking is assertive, aggressive, and sometimes aggressive. It's unclear if this is how he is or just for the show, but it causes many problems in real life. But how is life after Street Outlaws for JJ DeBoss? Do you think he would be able to build a legacy outside of the show? Life after the show. In late 2022, fans of Street Outlaws Memphis were confused about the sudden absence of new episodes, wondering about the fate of JJ DeBoss and his racing crew. The show, known for its fast-paced action and strong family bonds, was no longer on TV. By 2023, the original Street Outlaws series was officially declared canceled or ended, leaving many loyal viewers worried and unsure. Spin-off shows like Locals Only and No Prep Kings helped to keep the Street Outlaws brand alive, but fans noticed the absence of JJ and the Memphis team. Discovery did not give any reasons for their absence, so rumors started circulating. Some people thought JJ had left the show for good, while others speculated about a new show. Instead of waiting for the show to come back on TV, JJ decided to take the racing directly to the fans in a live and unfiltered way. This decision marked a new beginning for JJ's career. He started a live racing tour called JJ's Arm Drop, focusing on small tire races at drag strips in the South and Midwest. It wasn't just any racing event. It was personal, gritty, and created from scratch. Events like the one in Natural Bridge, Virginia on July 9, 2025, and the headline show at Bunker Hill Drag Strip, Indiana on June 7, 2025, drew large crowds. JJ wasn't just racing. He was providing fans with a complete experience, from watching powerful cars to meeting racers and purchasing exclusive merchandise. The feedback was very positive. The fans filled the stadiums. JJ began selling more merchandise than he ever had in the past. Items like t-shirts, hats, and collectible cars were selling quickly, especially on his online store. In fact, the revenue from these events and merchandise sales exceeded what he used to earn from TV. JJ had discovered a new way to pursue his passion on his terms, with complete control. In the meantime, his brand kept getting more popular. There were rumors about a documentary being made about him behind the scenes, possibly coming out in 2025 by Ova Media Group, which got people excited. JJ also stayed active on the internet. He would do live streams on Instagram from his garage in Memphis, talking about racing and sharing special moments with his family, and he had over 1 million followers who enjoyed watching. He wasn't just disappearing from the spotlight, he was changing direction and moving towards something new. JJ's family has been a big help on his journey. His wife Tricia, who races with him, is recovering from old injuries. She has made some unexpected appearances on the track and is still doing therapy to get stronger. Their daughter Mallory, also known as Wee Wee to fans, is now racing too. She had a scary crash in 2024, showing how risky racing can be. Despite the challenges, the Day family stays united and supports each other. Now let's take a look at the struggles JJ DeBoss is facing after his exit from Street Outlaws and what he has planned for the future. The untold struggles of JJ DeBoss. JJ DeBoss is familiar with getting into trouble. People get both thrilled and anxious when they hear his name. He is a famous figure in street racing and has made decisions that have caused conflicts with the law, authorities, and the public. The discussions about him involve more than just fast cars. They also touch on the types of racing that should be permitted and the risks that are acceptable. JJ's races in cities throughout the United States have gathered large audiences, media attention, and police scrutiny. Local authorities frequently express concerns that these events transition from being just entertainment to posing a threat to public safety. There is a belief among many that street racing, even if organized and advertised, cannot be managed securely outside of designated racetracks. On the other hand, event organizers argue that these races attract tourists and enthusiasts to communities that embrace high-speed activities. The situation is a complex and ongoing debate, with both sides standing firm on their positions. After a major crash in 2022, things went downhill for JJ. The crash was a catalyst for change, making JJ realize the importance of safety. Since then, he has implemented measures to ensure the safety of racers and fans. This includes bringing in better medical teams and mandating fire suits. While the changes couldn't undo the past, they demonstrated JJ's commitment to improvement. However, not everyone is pleased by this. There are still ongoing debates online regarding this issue. Some individuals believe that television shows such as Street Outlaws promote illegal activities and convey the wrong message. They believe that Discovery Channel has prioritized sensational content over safety concerns when it comes to dangerous racing. On the other hand, some argue that the racers are fully aware of the risks involved and the shows simply depict reality. Despite the differing opinions, JJ is at the center of it all, serving as a controversial figure in the racing community. In 2025, JJ's financial situation is different than before. He used to make a lot of money from TV, but now he earns from various sources like live events, merchandise sales, and appearance fees. His YouTube channel and car building business also contribute to his income. However, his earnings have been affected by medical bills and legal issues. Experts believe that his current net worth is much lower than it was before 2022. JJ has more projects in the works. There are rumors of a new streaming series in 2026 that is being financed independently, not by major networks. Additionally, there is discussion about transforming his JJ's Arm Drop races into a full-fledged points competition that lasts the entire summer. It may not be a huge success on television, but it's something he's doing on his terms. Regarding a potential comeback Discovery, it is not completely ruled out, but sources suggest that the negotiations are not currently active.